Welcome to Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. My name is Doug. Today I have another awesome recipe for you. It is so delicious. I think you're gonna love it. Stay tuned. Okay, so let's talk about all the delicious ingredients you're going to need to make this dish. First of all, you're going to need a box of penne pasta. Now, penne pasta, what you want to do is get your pasta pot back there, boil your water, add some salt to it, and then pour your pasta in there and let that cook for around 11 or 12 minutes. And your pasta should be done. We're going to be using some prosciutto. It looks like this. It's very thinly cut. We're using 5 slices that I'm gonna even cut up more. I'm gonna slice it probably just like in little strips, and we're gonna be adding that to our pasta once it's cooked. We're also gonna be using spinach. I'm using baby spinach here. I'm gonna use this whole thing of baby spinach because spinach will cook down. You're gonna be using about half of a large white onion that's diced small, around 2 garlic toes. We're going to be using some garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and this cheddar Gruyere cheese. It is so good, black truffle. Oh, so good. And I'm using half of that bar. So I kind of used my box grater, and that's how much it gave me. So I'm using about half of that, and I am going to use 1/4 of a cup of mozzarella or mozzarella cheese. Now, in addition to those delicious cheeses, we're gonna add 1 cup of ricotta cheese to it too. It's gonna be so creamy and so good. We're gonna actually use some extra virgin olive oil too, and we're gonna be making some breadcrumbs. Now, the breadcrumbs I'm using, Texas's own Mrs. Baird's bread. I'm using some white bread. You can use wheat bread if you want. I'm gonna personally use the white bread. I'm using about 2 slices, and I'm just gonna cut these little cubes and then put them in extra virgin olive oil with some garlic powder and Italian seasoning. We're just gonna toast that up a little bit because we are gonna use a casserole dish and put all that stuff in there with the breadcrumbs on top. And then we are going to put it in the oven, bake it at 350 degrees for around 30 minutes. And it is gonna be so yummy. So stay tuned. So while we are waiting for our water to boil back there, I'm gonna just start cutting up my white bread, and I'm gonna be taking off the crust. If you don't mind a little waste. Put that off to the side. And then I'm going to be making some cubes. Probably like maybe half an inch, half an inch are the sides, something like that. So we're going to have these little tiny breadcrumbs, okay? And I'm going to put them in some extra virgin olive oil. I'm gonna coat them with some garlic powder and Italian seasoning and just toast it up a little bit. All right, so now let's move on to our prosciutto. Okay, so with my prosciutto, it already comes like this. It's very thinly sliced, but I'm gonna make some long strips. Once again, probably about half of an inch thick, something like that. And just make those long strips very easy, okay? And I'm gonna do that to all my pieces of prosciutto. So once again, they should look like that, okay? Let me continue making those. Okay, so we don't have to cook up this prosciutto because it's already cured. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna add it to the pasta once the pasta is done. Okay, so we're heating up some extra virgin olive oil in our little frying pan here, little skillet, and I'm gonna add the little pieces of bread, the breadcrumbs. And what you want to do is just kind of toast them into the oil in the frying pan here. And I'm going to be adding some garlic powder and Italian seasoning to it. So how much garlic powder? I'm just going to kind of coat the top, just like that. And I'm going to do the same with the Italian seasoning. Just kind of coat, make sure every single one has a little bit on it. And then we're just going to toss that around a bit. See, it doesn't take that long to make them. And they're going to be so yummy on top of our casserole dish. Okay, so you can see how nicely toasted this is. It looks very good. Excellent. I think it has just maybe another minute to go, and then it will be done. Okay, next thing I want to do is I got my large skillet here, my large frying pan. I'm adding about 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. We're going to heat up that olive oil, and then we're going to add our onions to it. And we're going to cook up our onions for around 5 minutes, and then add our garlic, our 2 garlic toes to it, and let that cook for an additional minute. And then we'll add our spinach to this. Okay, so let's heat up our oil first, and then we're going to add our onion. Okay, our oil should be heated up. I'm going to add our onion. Remember, this is half of a large onion. So maybe it's about 3/4 of a cup, something like that. Not quite a cup. I'm going to add salt and pepper to my onions. Probably about half a teaspoon of salt, and maybe about a half a teaspoon of pepper. Freshly cracked pepper, that is. Give that a nice stir. Okay, so our onions are looking great. Look at them. Smells so good too. Now I'm going to add the 2 garlic toes that I've chopped up. And we're just going to add that garlic to our onions. Let that cook for around not even a minute. We don't want to burn our garlic. And I have this on a low flame right now. I love garlic and onion together, so good. Okay, so next I'm going to be adding the spinach, and I'm using Good and Gather organic baby spinach, thoroughly washed and ready to use. So we're going to just add that spinach, and it looks like a lot, but it will wilt down. So we want to get all those spinach leaves. Okay, look at that. But that will cook down. I like to just toss that in the onions. Some are escaping me. Now this is only going to take a couple of minutes to cook down the spinach. So you just want to keep tossing it in the extra virgin olive oil and the garlic and the onions. And you can see how it's already getting so much smaller. So you think you have a lot there, but it wilts down. And as everyone knows, spinach is very good for you. It's very healthy. Has vitamin A, C, and K. Iron. Let's kind of keep tossing that like that. See how it cooked down? Look at that. So just keep stirring it. And like I said, you probably want to do this for a couple of minutes. Now at this point, I am going to add a little salt and a little pepper. Probably like half teaspoon of each. Don't forget we already added salt and pepper to the onions. But with that spinach, we want to make sure. And I'm also going to add some garlic powder, even that it has the garlic there, but I'm just adding like a little coating of garlic powder on top. Okay, that garlic and spinach just goes very nicely together. Okay, give that a nice stir. Very good. Perfect. And I would say, my friends, that the spinach is done. Okay, so we have our pasta here, and I just took it out of the strainer, and it's still steaming. So we're gonna let that pasta sit just a bit, and let me tell you what I'm gonna be putting in here. So we're gonna be using 1 cup of the ricotta cheese. We are gonna be putting that cheddar Gruyere cheese in there, along with the mozzarella 1/4 of a cup of cheese. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably take about, not even half of the Gruyere cheddar cheese and mix it in there, but I'm going to use the rest of it for just the topping along with the breadcrumbs. Also, what I'm putting there, of course, is the prosciutto, okay? Now, the prosciutto, very indulgent, but that's going to give it such awesome flavor. It's going to give it awesome flavor. The cheeses, of course, you know, that is your dairy, and the pasta, okay, you know. We could have used whole wheat pasta to make it a little bit more healthier, but I didn't want to. I know I'm supposed to lose weight, but like I said, this is semi-healthy. I mean, it's a healthy dish, you know, it's moderation. So if I'm going to eat, let's say this pasta dish, and I'm putting it on a plate, I'm probably going to put just a little, like a cup and a half on a plate of this pasta. And really, if I just eat that cup and a half, that's really about 500 calories maybe with everything. So that's not that bad, you know. And what I think I said this before in other videos, I'm really trying to stick to 1,800 calories. So for dinner, I think that's going to be fine. Even if I ate 2 cups, that might be 1,000 calories, and I just have 800 more to, you know, for the rest of the day. But it's going to be fine. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right, so let's add the cheese, the ricotta cheese, since the pasta is still hot. It's going to make that cheese melt very nicely in there. So we're just kind of stirring that in there. Okay, very nice. Oh, we are going to be adding some milk. I almost forgot the milk. We're going to be using a cup of milk. So I'm going to be pouring a cup of whole milk in here. It's going to make it nice and creamy. Give it some moisture. Look at that. Looks so good. All right, now we're going to be adding half of that Gruyere. And it's, you know, it's that truffle, and oh my gosh, it smells so good. And where did I get that cheese? I actually got that cheese at Target. So if you shop at Target, but I'm sure a regular grocery store would have it too. So let me do just a little bit more. Perfect. I'm going to add the mozzarella cheese now. That's just 1/4 of a cup. That's about 80 calories there for that 1/4 of a cup. Very nice. And I'm going to add the spinach mixture with those onions and the garlic. This is definitely going to be a wonderful treat, especially me being so good with my diet. That looks so good. And now for that color of the prosciutto, gonna just add that in there. Give that a stir. Make sure none fall out. And then we're gonna add it to that baking dish. See, look at those colors too. Yum. Now, since it has this pasta, now the prosciutto is going to be salty, so you may not need to add a little salt. I'm just going to add just a little bit of salt, like 1/2 teaspoon, and I'm going to add some more pepper. And just give that a nice stir. Just a little bit more. And if you find you want to add more pepper or add more salt, you can definitely do that. All right, perfect. Yummy. I'm just going to give it a little taste right now. Very good, and it's not even baked yet. So with my baking dish here, I'm going to use some Pam spray just to make sure things don't stick. Just a little bit. And make easy cleanup too. And we're going to add the pasta to the baking dish with all those delicious cheeses. Yum, look at that. Looks so good. And now, for the last step, the rest of the Gruyere cheese, I'm going to sprinkle on top. And if you wanted to pile more on, you could. I just think a little coating is fine for this dish here. And then the breadcrumbs. So we got those yummy breadcrumbs. Just sprinkle them all around. And look at that. Look at that. So we're going to put it in the oven at 350 degrees, bake it for around 30 minutes, keep an eye on it, and then we're going to indulge. Stay tuned. Okay, it's been 25 minutes, and I think it's done. Wow, look at that. It looks so good, and it's bubbling, and it's So we're going to let it sit for just about a minute or two, and then we're going to have a taste test. Stay tuned. This dish is comfort food with benefits. First, spinach is rich in vitamins A, C, and K, plus iron and antioxidants. The onions and garlic bring immune-boosting properties and add anti-inflammatory goodness. Your olive oil provides heart-healthy, monounsaturated fats. The ricotta or ricotta, especially if you use part skim, gives protein and calcium. Prosciutto, though indulgent, is used in moderation for flavor. And if you opt for whole wheat pasta or breadcrumbs, you add fiber for digestion and blood sugar control. So it's balanced, nutrients, some healthy fats, protein, and tons of flavor. Okay, so I cannot wait to take a bite. Let me get a little piece here. It looks so good. So let's see, let's do about 1.5 cups. Oh yeah. All right, let's have a bite. Mmm. Okay, that is so good. I hope you try it. It is delicious. Thank you so much for joining us today on Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. Remember, if you want that homey vibe, you need to subscribe, and please give this video a like. Until next time, my friends, happy healthy living. Bye-bye. Going back to my pasta. Mmm.